Hi, everybody. My name is Josiah, coming from Carroll Community College, live via Facebook. I'm a admissions counselor here at Carroll.
I'm Kim McShane. I'm also an admissions counselor here at Carroll. Thanks for joining us today. So we have an exciting agenda for our second Facebook Live. That's exciting for us.
We did so well, we get a second one.
Yeah.
Or so poorly, they're making us do it again. I don't know what the answer is.
So today we're here to talk to you about enrolling and registering for classes at Carroll. So tomorrow starts the first day of new student registration.
April 17th.
Tuesday, April 17th. So if you want to get your classes scheduled, get the schedule that you want, we recommend that you come sooner rather than later. So today we're going to talk to you about all the different options and how to get started at Carroll.
All right. So first step, real easy, is to complete our enrollment application. You can do that at www.carrollcc.edu/apply now, all one word. Our enrollment application here is free. It doesn't cost anything to do, and you can do it online. You just fill out all the information, click the register at the bottom, and then you scroll back up to the top. You can see that it's been completed. Or if your computer's not working, or you just don't have internet access, or you're already here on campus, you can always fill out a paper application form.
Yep. So again, it's free. It only takes a couple of minutes to fill out the enrollment application. So we are registering soon for summer and fall. So if you're interested in taking classes here for the summer, we have multiple summer start terms, and our fall term begins on August 27th. So the next step.
It's going to happen so fast.
I know. It's going to be here before we know it. So you might be thinking, oh, I have all the time in the world. Classes don't start until August 27th. I'll come in August. I'll apply. I'll get registered. That is definitely a bad idea. So if you want a specific schedule, and if you're working or you have transportation concerns, we definitely recommend that you come in to get the schedule that you want. So the next step after you apply would be to provide some type of evidence that you can take college level courses. So there are a couple of different ways in which you can do this. The first way is to provide a high school transcript. So if you have above a 3.0 unweighted GPA, this places you into college level English. Okay, this is for students who have already graduated, will graduate. So if you graduated within the last 5 years, we will accept this. Or even if you are going to be a senior in high school. Okay, so that applies.
They must have finished their junior year.
Finished your junior year.
Yeah, anything after that, we'll take it.
Yep, or graduated within the last 5 years. So that's awesome. So you can either contact your high school for that information. You can log into your home access account if you're still a CCPS student. We need that information so that way you wouldn't have to take what's called a placement test.
The next way to get yourself exempt from having to do that placement test, which is not scary at all, by the way, is to give us your ACT or SAT scores. So if you have SAT scores in the EBRW, the English reading, writing area, of 480 or higher, we will take that and place you directly in the English 101. No need for any placement tests at all. If you have an ACT English score, so not your cumulative score, we're not looking at the big picture, but just specifically for the English, with a 21 or higher, you test directly into English 101 as well, which means you can also take all of the other, social sciences, humanities, gen eds that have that English 101 requirement.
So it's not a requirement to have taken the SAT or ACTs.
No, not at all.
Or if you're a student who's been out of high school for a little while and you don't have recent SAT or ACT scores, like not within 2 years, that's okay. Then you would sit for our placement test here at Carroll. So we test in 2 subjects, so that might be new for some people. We used to have a reading placement test for our credit students, but we just do English and math right now. They are untimed tests. You can split them up. You don't have to take both of them at one time. And the English starts off with an essay. Yes, you do have to write an essay. We get that question all the time.
Welcome to college. There you go.
So it seems a little bit hard.
We don't make them do one in the application.
Yeah.
So we make them do it at the placement test.
Testing
right.
time.
You got to write an essay for college.
Yep. So if you want to take English 101, you're going to be writing essay after essay. So
good practice.
Now's the time to start.
Yeah.
So
get started.
So you'll get started with an essay prompt. And then if you score well enough on that, then you are set to go for English 101. If you maybe had a little bit of trouble with your essay, that's okay. You will take a 20-question sentence skills exam, and that can also provide placement for you for English. Now, we also accept scores if you are recently graduated from high school or about to graduate for Park English 11. So there's many different ways that a student can place into
so many
English,
different ways
right? So we just
yeah.
mentioned the SAT, ACT, Park, we have the GPA. So this is all very new, okay? So this may not be what maybe a sibling had to take. So if you have any questions, just come in and we'll be more than willing to talk to you about that
that's what we do.
as well. Yep,
and
that's
we're
our
here
job.
to talk to you guys about it.
So do you want to talk a little bit about the math placement?
So let's do math. So
Yeah.
English is the hard one.
Yeah.
Math, 3 ways,
Yeah.
pretty much
Easy does it.
to get out of the math placement. So you have the math placement test that you can take. The way to be exempt from that would be with SAT or ACT scores. So if you have a 21 or higher on the ACT math, that would test you directly into college level math. And then if you have a 24, that would test you into a slightly higher level, sort of like a STEM directed math, pre-calc part 1 math with a 24. Now with the SATs, it's a 530 for the lower level college level math, and then it's a 580, 570.
Yeah.
Sorry,
these numbers all get mixed up in our heads. They've changed so much lately.
You get old.
Yeah.
When you get old, your brain is like, okay.
Yeah.
So it's a 570. Thank you,
Yeah,
Kim.
it's even better than the 580. So
But
that's
even
good news.
better.
Yeah.
I just gave you 10 points. You're welcome.
Yeah.
So no, it's 570 or higher.
Yeah.
That tests you into that pre-calculus, that math 123 that we have here.
Yeah.
If you, so that's just if you have a 570. Say you have a like 670 or a 680, and you're really, really good at math. That 680 is not going to test you directly into calculus or Calc 2 or anything like that. We're going to have you go ahead and take the placement test. Now, the placement test is free.
Yeah.
And if for some reason you bomb the placement test, which I've not seen happen, I haven't seen that ever happen before.
It's not pass or fail, so you can't bomb it.
Well, you can do poorly, but you can't fail it. That's true. You cannot fail it.
Cannot fail placement
can't
test.
fail placement tests.
No.
Right? We're going to give you whatever your best placement is. So if you got a 530 on your placement test, and you're like, oh, that's statistics, that's great, but I want to take pre-calc part 1, and you take the placement test and you don't test into even, statistics or whatever, because of your SAT scores, will still allow you to take statistics. So don't be scared of the math placement test. It's going to be there for you. And when you're finished taking the placement test, you're going to meet with Kim or with I or with Candace, our supervisor, as long as our office is open and we're here. And we're going to go through those test scores with you and explain exactly what your test scores mean and talk about the retesting options and all of that. So don't be scared of the placement test. It's not that big of a deal.
So the placement test is important for us because it showcases whether or not you can start off taking college level courses or if you need to take any transitional remedial coursework. And some students get really hesitant about having to take transitional courses, but we never want you to enter into a class that you're not prepared for. So we want you to be successful here. So if building confidence and moving forward means that you're placed in a transitional class, we'll have a conversation about that and kind of move forward from there. So we'd rather you place in a class that we know you're going to be successful in than place you into a class that is academically not an appropriate fit for you. So that's where the placement tests fall into line, and that's the
most complicated part of this whole process.
Yeah, is all of the scores and everything like that.
And just if you got lost in the last 4 minutes when we were talking about placement tests, I just messed up my own scores. I'm supposed to be the expert. Just give us a call, 410-386-8430, and we will help you walk through the process of those test scores. You tell us what you have, and we'll tell you exactly what test you need to take.
And we don't need you to send anything over officially. We can look at an unofficial copy of your SATs, ACTs, your transcript. Now, for financial aid purposes, we will need an official copy of your high school transcript. But just to get started, we don't need you to send anything. So don't pay any money to get anything sent.
Don't pay College Board for that.
Just unofficial is fine. So just walk in and say, I need help. We'll help you. Okay, that's all very complicated.
That's really what we want to do.
So then after we get you set up, then your next step would be that you're ready to register at that point.
You are now, it's time to register for classes.
Yeah.
So April 17th, first day to register for classes. That's tomorrow for us.
Yeah, if you're watching it live.
If you're watching it right now.
Tomorrow.
It's also tomorrow.
Yeah.
If you're watching this like 4 days from now, it was a couple days ago.
Yeah,
First day to register for classes, April 17th. And so you're going to be able to just walk in, no appointment needed, to A102. So that's when you come in the main building there. It's that first door on your left. It's going to be the advising office. You're going to walk in there, no appointment, just sign right in. And they're going to be able to register you for your first semester coursework as long as you have completed the enrollment application and done all your testing and brought in all your paperwork to the admissions office ahead of time. They're going to be able to sign you up for that.
Yeah.
And they're going to talk with you. Every single student they meet with, it's a conversation to determine, based off of their home responsibilities, their work responsibilities that they have, how many hours, what their plan is for how long they want to take. I mean, everyone thinks it's like 2 years and then you just get out of here.
Yeah.
But that's really not how it works for everyone.
Yeah, some people want to be full-time students, some people want to be part-time students, so that academic advisor is going to have a conversation with you and create a schedule that works for you. So if you want to take morning classes or if you want to take online classes, or if you want to take evening classes, and maybe for the fall semester you want to be a full-time student, but the spring your job picks up and you have more hours and you want to just be part-time, we can do that. So that's the awesome thing about community colleges. It's tailored to fit your needs. So if you're thinking, oh, I'm not sure if it's really going to work out, trust me, you will get a schedule that works for you, and you can have that conversation that works with an academic advisor. So, especially
if you're coming in this week.
Yeah.
If you're coming in
August,
early.
If you come August, then we're not going to have as many options, right?
Yeah.
Everybody already picked up all the options that you want. So.
Right now we're very helpful. In August, we're not as sympathetic.
No.
Not as sympathetic.
Oh, we don't have as many options.
Because I have like 7 classes I can put you in.
Yeah.
And I want you to take classes, but you're going to, it's not going to be as
And
beautiful.
the best thing is you can register for these classes starting April 17th, tomorrow, but you don't have to pay for them until August 1st.
Yeah, if you're taking those fall classes,
get your schedule ready.
Payment deadline isn't until August 1st, which doesn't mean you have to have the entire thing paid. It just means you have to have signed up for payment plan or something. By that point, that is our next step. Our next step is pay your bill.
Pay your bill.
We need you to pay your bill when you sign up for classes. So if you're taking summer classes, our first summer session starts
June 4th.
That's right, June 4th. And then we have the next big, which is actually called Summer Session 4, starts July 5th. So we have 2 big summer sessions, Summer Sessions 1 and Summer Session 4. They're each 5-week sessions. So if you're thinking, I want to get a jump start on this college, maybe have 2 classes or 3 classes done before I even start my freshman year, you can do that this summer.
Or if you're a student visiting us from another college, certainly summer is a good option for you. We have lots of students who go to another 4-year school, come to Carroll and take some classes over the summer to lighten up your load if you play any sports, or if you're involved in activities, or if you just want to get ahead to save some money at your 4-year school. So we have lots of different options. Summer and fall registration starts tomorrow. Summer payment's not due until May 1st, and fall payment is not due until August 1st.
Yep. And there is payment, there is payment options. So talk with the financial aid office, talk with the business office about your different options for your payment options.
Sure. Do you want to talk a little bit about dual enrollment?
Let's talk just a minute about dual enrollment.
Yeah.
Hi, dualies. How are you? I'm not referring to the trucks. I know there's lots of those with the double tires also, especially like right now.
Yeah,
you don't
that's
need
just his nickname for you guys.
Yeah.
So you're our high school students who are getting a jump start on college. That's awesome. That's good for you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I wish I had done that.
I did not do that in high school.
Well,
I didn't know if that was available in the 70s. So I'm kidding. That wasn't that long ago.
No, maybe the early 90s. I don't know.
Early 90s? I'm not that much older than you, Kim.
I don't know.
I graduated high school in 2003.
I'm sorry.
My heart is broken. She thinks I'm a dinosaur. Okay, so no, dual enrollment. So dual enrollment. So if you're a junior and senior, homeschool, private school, CCPS, doesn't matter. You can go ahead and get a head start on college at a discounted rate. So what's our discount right now for dual enrollments?
It's about 30%.
30%?
Yeah.
Woo!
So our tuition is already
nice.
low, right? We have extremely affordable tuition at Carroll. It's a great value. So it's even better value for our dual enrollment students who are getting a 30% discount for starting their education early. So
and the reason we call you dual enrollment students is because you're taking classes here at the college and you're earning college credit for that, but you're also receiving high school credit for that same class at the same time. So you are dually enrolled in both high school and college. So definitely come get a head start on college. Get used to the academic rigor that you're going to have in college, because it is much different.
Some of the lingo that you'll hear in college, it's just makes for an easier transition. If you are going to come to Carroll after you graduate, which we fully advocate that you should do. It's a great option.
We'll give you a scholarship.
Or if you decide to go to a 4-year school, you start here at Carroll. You get acclimated, join some clubs, activities, learn the lingo, and then you're, you'll be all set to be successful at your future school. So it's a great experience. We love working with our dual enrollment students.
Our dual enrollment kids.
And you get guaranteed credit if you get a C or higher in your class. So you're spanning your, a 15-week class, C or higher, you get college credit for it. So
it's a great time.
Yeah.
And you get to be involved. Like, so if you're a student, if you're dual enrollment, we get all the same benefits as a regular freshman does. So you get to do all the clubs and all your activities. You can go to the O's game that we're going on Friday.
All of our tutoring options.
You can go to New York City with us. You can do all the same stuff that any of the other regular students could do.
So if you want to get started, the first thing would be to have a conversation with your high school counselor. So if you go to Carroll County Public Schools, you would have a conversation with your high school counselor. If you're a homeschool student,
dad, or whoever your
you would actually
consortium.
You would actually follow all the same steps that we just listed about enrolling at Carroll. So all of those steps are the same for our dual enrollment students in high school. You have the added a conversation with your school counselor. They'll give you a form. You need to bring that form in and meet with one of us. As far as what classes to take, you can take any class on our end that you meet the prereq for. So
as long as your counselor's okay with it.
History of rock and roll. You can take history of rock and roll. If you want to come here and take English 101, which is probably one of our most common courses.
It counts as English 12 for CCPS.
So then you can definitely do that class as well. So we have many, many options. If you want to take a look at some of our classes, you can go to carrollcc.edu/learn. It'll take you to WebAdvisor. You do not need to log in to view classes. You can just take a look and see what's out there.
Oh, yeah. And our classes here are weighted at the AP level. So if you do take classes here, you can get another GPA boost as well.
Okay, so again, registration opens up tomorrow, so you will be able to see our friendly faces in the admissions office, which is A101. And if you have any questions, you can stop by or call us.
All right. Have a great day.
All right,
thanks for listening. Am I still live right now?